explore Hollywood's most famous men.
My name's Chris McKenzie. Today you will get a behind-the-scenes peek into how we make movie magic. You already know the word movie is a nickname for motion pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like, sitting in a darkened tent. Suddenly, the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and at the right speed, that image came to life to create a magical new world. Universal Studios has been making movies on this very location for over 100 years. During that time, we've turned out some of the most memorable film moments in the history of Hollywood.
Hold on to your butts.
Please subscribe and like with a click to the thumbs up below.
For some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. And all those scenes were created using very special horror effects. Emerging from the shadows behind me are maquettes of some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look. We have Chucky and his Bride, Dracula, Michael Myers. Over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates, the perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Leah. Say hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah. Leah was selected because she has a very distinctive scream. Let me show you what I mean. Leah, you've just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair. The shower curtain flies open. There's Norman Bates. How would you scream?
Whoa!
Wow. Have you been murdered before?
Be honest.
I guess not. Okay, whatever you say. We saw in that fight scene stunt performers have a very high tolerance to pain. Leah, the question is, do you?
Well, Leah, do you?
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in Psycho? Yell it out if you know. Chocolate syrup is right. Smart
Nicely
crowd.
done, man. You win. Knowledge. Nicely done. See, Psycho was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, movie blood does have to be much more realistic.
Leah, thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Yep.
Then put it on YouTube. I want to watch.
Yeah,
Okay, hold still. It's going to hurt a lot. Here we are. Ready? And...
No, wait. Let's not use the machete.
Correct. We're not chopping their arm off with a machete. Check out the side screens. We're using this knife because it's much, much sharper.
Perfect.
It's okay. You're young. It'll grow right back. I promise.
Science.
Hold still on the count of 3. Ready to go? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Scream! The Hollywood blood knife is completely fake, but the acting was very, very real, especially the giggling at the end. That was my favorite part. Check out the side screen. Here's how it works. It's a false blade. There's a notch cut out for her arm. On the back, that's a bowl full of movie blood. Squeeze it, makes a huge mess. It goes everywhere, but that's okay because Ryan is the one who has to clean it all up.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for all of us, we had an amazing volunteer. Thank you. Round of applause for Leah. You killed it, love. Way to go. Oh, shoot.
What's wrong?
He's going to help you. You were great. I got blood on my knife.
Most famous monsters. So Leah, you stand right here for me. Face forward. Make sure you have light on your face. It's the most important thing. Excellent. Here's what I want from you. Hands in the air like you're in a scary movie. On the count of 3, one last big, huge Hollywood scream. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, scream! Oh, the hide and maybe he won't see me defense. Go home, Michael Myers. Go home. He is so creepy, isn't he, right? You're not alone in that, young lady. You should have seen the look on your face. Oh, wait a minute, there it is. I love it. Hang on, check that out. That looks amazing. I would go see that movie. You met Michael Myers and you live, that means you're in the sequel. Congratulations. Give her a huge round of applause. Good job, Leah. Bad Michael Myers, no.
Hi, everybody. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same. To make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive, they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects, and those are done right on set, right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects, models. Check out the opening from Universal's 1933 version of The Mummy. It utilizes miniature effects. You can tell that's a scale model because if you look at the real pyramids, they don't say The Mummy. See? In 1999, Universal rebooted the Mummy franchise, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this actual model right here. And the attention to detail is incredible. That scaffolding, in just a moment, these hieroglyphics. Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right?
Absolutely. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass mat. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, only the parking lot and the fire are real. Everything else was hand-painted onto a single sheet of glass to create a glass mat that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later, footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you 2 forms of practical effects so far. First models and now the glass mat.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props. Practical stunts!
Did somebody say stunts?
Please welcome our amazing special effects show stunt department!
Yeah! That was awesome, dude! Robert comes flying down on this side. You got Brian zipping in over here. How come we don't get an awesome entrance like these guys?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize their faces, but I guarantee you've seen their work in countless television and film productions, oftentimes doubling for some of your favorite celebrities. Let me give you a quick introduction. Over here we have Fernando J. Huerta. This is Brian Combs, and our stunt coordinator, Mr. Robert Brown. Good to see you guys. Robert, got a question for you, buddy. Is it true stunt performers almost always double for actors when it comes to fights?
Oh, absolutely, Chris. Actors do not like getting kicked in the face.
Wait a minute. Kicked in the face.
Yeah, like this.
Oh! Is he okay? Wow! When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then, it's up to the stunt performers to make them look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, a dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters lurk about. Ready and action. Not me, him.
Hey, man, spare $1.
Added to that scene, the dynamic punches, the dumpster hits. There's actually a term for adding sound effects to movies.
That's right, Chris, so we call that Foley. Now you might know Foley is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming, but do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, a silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10 right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in that soundstage, he just went out and got it. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one single take. The synchronization with the movements of that film had to be perfect because one mistake meant they started over from the beginning. And here to help show us that art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteer!
From Carson, California, say hello to the Carranza family, alright!
Yeah, welcome gang, all the way from California. Thanks for making that trip in today. They're gonna help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this, check it out. You kids can try that at home, parents love it. All right, let's see what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now, I have a plan.
Like that? Like that? How about that? You like it, girls?
See? Just like that. Piece of cake, right? Yeah, you guys got this. Quick recap of the sound effects so everyone's caught up to speed. Vanessa, you have the crash box here at the end filled with loud items. When she spins this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into the bookshelf and over the chair. Birthday girl Ava, you got shoes glued to sticks for all the running in this scene there. Raina, rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for the body falls onto the ground. Anthony, boxing gloves on sticks for the throat punch and the face smacks there. And then last but not least, Dan, the cowbell and the mallet for the panini hit to the back of the head. And this is where you, I think, have the hardest one up here, my dear, because you need to make these two pair of handcuffs sound like only one pair of handcuffs. Can you handle the most difficult one? Yeah, of course. You're a mom to all of them. This is going to be easy. Okay, you guys got this. You ready to give it a shot? I love it. You're ready. I know my booth is ready. Let's have Family Foley take one. Quiet on the set. Rolling, sound speeding, and action. Cut! Give him a round of applause! That was awesome! Right this way, you guys, follow me. Not bad, but now comes our favorite part. We're gonna take the actual dialogue and music from the scene and now lay over their Foley track we just recorded live. And I'll see if I need to grab you all some applications. So let's line up right here. Turn around. Everybody check out these side screens.
get over here and give me your wrists. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Oh! You like that? Like that? Like that, girl? Sandy? Sandy, good girl. Ow!
Brennan, it was beautiful! Take a bow! Nicely done! Yeah, right this way.
Did you enjoy this attraction? Please comment below. Please subscribe and like with a click to the thumbs up below.